The Partridge Family, 1970 to 1974, concluded over 50 years ago, with most cast members transitioning to varied careers or leaving Hollywood. After 4 seasons, The Partridge Family came to an end in 1974. Some of its stars went on to pursue solo singing careers and continue acting, while others chose to leave Hollywood behind. Sadly, several cast members have died in the years since the show wrapped. Number 1. David Cassidy as Keith Partridge. David Cassidy was the quintessential 1970s teen idol, blending charm with musical talent. As the eldest son and lead singer, his character was portrayed as the romantic, slightly rebellious, and cool frontman, often driving storylines involving teenage dating, music stardom, and teenage angst. David Cassidy appeared in all 96 episodes of The Partridge Family during its 4-season run from 1970 to 1974. David Cassidy was 20 years old when he began filming The Partridge Family in 1970. Although he played the role of 16-year-old Keith Partridge, he was already an adult when the show debuted on ABC in September of that year. David Cassidy suffered from alcoholism and severe organ failure. He also faced financial troubles and multiple arrests for drunk driving. He sought stability through 3 marriages to Kay Lentz, Meryl Tanz, and Sue Schifrin. In November 2017, Cassidy was hospitalized for liver and kidney failure and died at the age of 67. Number 2. Shirley Jones as Shirley Partridge. Shirley Jones as the iconic Shirley Partridge. While the world knew her as the warm, unshakable mother driving the famous multicolored bus, Shirley was far more than a sitcom mom. She was the emotional anchor of the entire series. When filming for The Partridge Family began in 1970, Shirley Jones was 36 years old. She had stunned critics and captured the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in Elmer Gantry. For her, stepping into a family sitcom wasn't a stepping stone. It was a deliberate choice by a powerhouse at the top of her game. Off-screen, the drama was just as compelling. Her real-life marriage to Jack Cassidy, David Cassidy's father, ended in 1974, the very same year the show took its final bow. She later found lasting love with comedian Marty Ingalls, staying by his side until 2015. Now, in 2026, Shirley Jones is 91 years old. She remains sharp, celebrated, and widely regarded as one of the most decorated and respected actresses of her generation. Number 3. Danny Bonaduce as Danny Partridge. Next up, we have the unforgettable Danny Bonaduce as the wisecracking, bass-playing middle child, Danny Partridge. While Shirley was the anchor, Danny was the show's secret weapon, the comedic engine that kept the audience laughing through all 96 episodes. When the show began in 1970, Danny was just 10 years old, but he possessed the comedic timing of a seasoned vaudevillian. However, life after the bus stopped wasn't always a melody. Danny's journey became a high-stakes roller coaster of child stardom, public struggles with substance abuse, and a very raw, honest transition into reality TV. He eventually reinvented himself as a powerhouse in the radio industry, becoming one of the most successful and recognizable voices on the airwaves for decades. Now in 2026, at 66 years old, Danny Bonaduce has officially retired from his long-running radio show to focus on his health after undergoing brain surgery in 2023. He remains a symbol of resilience, a child star who faced the fire, survived it, and never lost his sharp-witted sense of humor. Number 4. Susan Dey as Lori Partridge. Continuing our series on the iconic cast, we have Susan Dey as the intelligent and socially conscious Lori Partridge. While Danny brought the laughs and David brought the tunes, Susan was the show's sophisticated soul, appearing in all 96 episodes from 1970 to 1974. When she landed the role, Susan was just 17 years old and had 0 professional acting experience. She was a high school student and a successful model who was cast purely for her look, but she quickly proved she was a natural talent. In 1986, she shed her teen idol image completely to star as Deputy District Attorney Grace Van Owen in the hit legal drama L.A. Law, a role that earned her a Golden Globe and multiple Emmy nominations. Susan Dey has been married twice, first to Lenny Hershon from 1976 to 1981, and currently to television producer Bernard Safransky, whom she married in 1988. Now in 2026, Susan Dey is 73 years old, living a quiet life away from the Hollywood spotlight. She remains one of the few child stars to successfully bridge the gap between teen stardom and critical acclaim. Number 5. Dave Madden as Reuben Kincaid. We have the man who kept the bus on the road, Dave Madden as the perpetually flustered but fiercely loyal manager, Reuben Kincaid, appearing in all 96 episodes. When the cameras first rolled, Dave Madden was already a seasoned 36-year-old comedian and a veteran of the legendary Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Sadly, Dave Madden passed away in 2014 at the age of 82. But here in 2026, his legacy as the world's favorite band manager lives on. He is remembered not just as a talented character actor, but as the man who proved that you don't have to be a partridge by blood to be part of the family. Number 6. Suzanne Crowe as Tracy Partridge. Rounding out the original family band, we have the youngest and arguably the cutest member of the group, Suzanne Crowe, as the tambourine-shaking Tracy Partridge. While she may not have had the big solos, Tracy was the sweet rhythmic heartbeat of the show, appearing in all 96 episodes. When the show began, Suzanne was a mere 7 years old. As the baby of the family, she brought a genuine, wide-eyed innocence to the screen that balanced out the teenage angst of Keith and Lori. Though her role was often supporting, her presence was essential to the family image that made the show a global phenomenon. Unlike her co-stars, Suzanne's life after the Partridge bus stopped was a story of refreshing normalcy. After a few more acting roles in the late 70s, she made a deliberate choice to step away from the Hollywood limelight. She attended college, got married, and raised 2 daughters, finding fulfillment as a wife, mother, and even a manager at an Office Max. She famously said she had no regrets about leaving fame behind for a stable, private life. Sadly, Suzanne Crowe passed away unexpectedly in 2015 at the age of 52 due to a rare heart condition. Number 7. Finally, we complete the rhythm section with Brian Forster as Chris Partridge. Brian Forster, who took over the role of the drum-playing Chris Partridge in 1971, while Jeremy Gelbwaks played the role in the first season. It was Brian who became the definitive Chris, staying with the band for the final 3 seasons and 71 episodes. When Brian joined the cast, he was just 11 years old, but he had show business in his blood. He is the great-great-grandson of the legendary author Charles Dickens. Despite being a replacement actor, Brian's infectious smile and easygoing energy made him an instant hit with fans. He stepped into the role so seamlessly that many young viewers barely noticed the switch, proving he was the perfect fit for the family's youngest male slot. After the show wrapped in 1974, Brian's life took a thrilling turn far away from the recording studio. Instead of chasing more acting roles, he followed a different kind of speed: professional race car driving. He traded the Partridge bus for high-performance engines, becoming a successful driver and instructor. Brian is one of the few child stars who can say he conquered both the television charts and the racing circuit. Now in 2026, Brian Forster is 65 years old. He occasionally appears at fan conventions, always speaking fondly of his time as a Partridge, but remains largely retired from the public eye.